Blackstone Publishing and Buck 50 Productions present Shot Through the Heart by Miss Bam. This book is read by Misty Rain. Jeremiah. Damn, how the hell did this happen? Here I was being held hostage in my own bedroom. I lowered my eyes, glancing downward. Paige, a casual friend of mine, with benefits, had her arm thrown possessively over my chest, as if she was scared I was going to try to escape while she was asleep. Anyone else may have thought it was by accident. After all, she was sleeping. But I knew better. So did Paige. I'd pulled disappearing acts on her more than a handful of times over at her place during the course of this, quote-unquote, friendship. Here we go with this shit again, I thought to myself. Moving about my bedroom, intentionally making as much noise as possible. If Paige slept any longer, she was going to think she was in the midst of the Mardi Gras parade by the time I got done banging around this room. I was annoyed as hell, but I couldn't stop the grin from playing at the corners of my mouth as I looked around my spacious bedroom. Despite the last year and a half of my life, sometimes I still couldn't believe my luck. I'd been struggling all my life, and now, here I was, laid up in a 3,000 square foot warehouse apartment in New York City. My eyes traveled over to the expansive California King platform bed. My on-again, off-again friend of the moment, Paige Durant, was sprawled a little too comfortably across my damn bed. Paige had shown up late last night, unannounced and against my better judgment. I'd let her behind in. I knew when she sashayed that round ass through the door, I was making a mistake, but what the hell? It had been about a week since I'd seen her. Despite the obvious attempts and daily phone calls to snag my attention, Paige had, in fact, damn near bullied her way into staying the night. I usually didn't allow anyone over here, but after 2 rounds of tears and some bomb-ass head, I figured I'd go ahead and let her stay. I knew damn well Paige was laid out in my bed trying to pretend she didn't hear all the noise I was making. I was intentionally being so loud. How could she not? Plain possum. I just stepped out of the shower. I finished drying off and threw on some sweats. I was getting on a plane headed to Virginia later this afternoon and had some business to handle around the house and at my club before I left. I planned to be gone about a month. Things were going so well with the club dip, and I opened in New York City Club Azure. The venture had been so profitable, we were now opening up another location in Virginia. The club, Table 51, was already open, but the owners didn't have the funding to keep it afloat, from what we've been told. So they wanted to sell, and we were interested in taking it over. Table 51 was already making a buzz all over social media, so we figured instead of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?